I also want to talk to you about your feed trees a little bit. And I know you just mentioned a little bit ago about how you pretty much solely hunt feed trees in the South
Mm-hmm.
um, for your deer. What could you walk me through what like a season would look like for you when you're hunting these feed trees, and what time of year you're kind of focusing in on certain food?
Yeah. Yeah. First of all, I do almost if I go to a newer spot, I do all my scouting in January and February. And I find persimmons is the first thing I hunt. That's the first feed tree that coming into September in the bow season, that's what you look for. So I hunt I'll locate a bunch of trees in. Then I'll go back in August, and August 15th, the small game season, you can hunt pigs in. So I'll go back with binoculars and find the ones that have the fruit on, a lot of fruit on. And that'll probably cut the number in half right there. And then you start, I look for the ones that are probably have the best wind and the most cover, and that cuts them in half again. And I try to have at least 20 before the opening day comes in, 20 different persimmon trees to hunt. And persimmons down here will catch on fire. You can really do some good on persimmons. And some other people will find some of the ones you found as well. So that'll cut the number down even more. But you got to have plenty of them. And then I've actually killed deer on water oaks the opening day of bow season down here. So you'll start looking for a few water oaks as well. And as you begin, the persimmon drop starts to fade. They tend to go more towards the acorns because I guess that the persimmons really, I don't think, adds a whole lot of nutrition to them. It's just something good to eat. Where the acorns actually starts to fatten them up a little bit, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so they'll work towards that. And they just you check 100 trees, and when you climb on or hunt the one with the most sign. And when I say sign, I mean it's got to be tore up, or I keep walking. I got to know I'm going to see a deer that evening, or I won't hunt. I won't hunt there. And you don't always do that, but and I have walked and walked and walked and just was content with walking and hunting hogs and scouting and not climb that evening because I wouldn't find nothing hot enough. But it goes persimmons first and crab apples as well up on the higher ground. Then your water oaks. Then it goes in. The white oaks play very little. I don't hunt white oaks that much down here. And I'll go to swamp chestnuts. If we have a good swamp chestnut year, that's when it's really good. And also red oaks. You'll have about a 2-week drop of red oaks in between the water oaks and the swamp chestnuts. And and what you find hot today and say, I'm going to come back and hunt it next week, it may be dead next week. When the newer trees start, you can have a flat there with red oaks in it, and the one on this side is hot. And then when you come back next week, it may be cold, and one 100 yards away will be hot. And so, I mean, you just learn to walk until you find one that's got a bunch of droppings under it and set up. I hunted one of the hottest trees. I've killed a bunch of animals on that one tree, and a couple of my buddies have as well. But I hunted it 3 evenings last year and saw 22 deer on public land, all of them under 30 yards. I killed one, and I passed a lot of shots that just wasn't right for me.
Yeah.
And I mean, that's pretty good on public land.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
And I wasn't that far. I wasn't quite a mile in either.
Huh. Yeah, 22 deer in Indiana, at least where I'm at in the Hoosier National, you go all year and you'll see 22 deer probably. So there's
some
not
of them were the same deer, probably, like I saw them this
Yeah.
evening and the next. And I saw you had a thing on the, I think it was Facebook with a 10-point. I killed him under that tree.
Okay.
And the picture, I think you put it on Facebook.
Yes.
Earlier.
Yeah.
Yeah. And my buddy killed a big 8-point, same place.
Huh.
And he's lucky though. We got another tree we hunt. We've climbed it a lot. We hunt the same spots, and I've killed several does under there. Every time he climbs, he kills 8-point. Same time of year, everything.
Well, some people just got one of them lucky rabbit foot in their pockets. I'm pretty convinced of it.
Yeah. But I won't climb a tree. I mean, I might hunt it that afternoon, and if it just don't pan out, I usually will go somewhere. I may hunt it the next morning, and then go somewhere else.
Yeah.
But the tree that I was on where I saw all them deer, it was unbelievable. It looked like you had plowed around and around and around it. I mean, the ground was just completely tore up. And the acorns, it's big swamp chestnut oaks, they were dropping so hard out of it, it would spook some of the deer coming up there. It was good hunting. I actually got a video of that deer I killed on my channel there.
Yeah. In Robert's channel's in the description of the video here, guys. So go over and give him a subscribe and check out his videos. It's good stuff. Like I said, I've been binge watching it. It was one of those things where I watched one and I'm like, oh, I wonder what he has to say about this. And then all of a sudden you're in there pretty deep. So thanks for watching that clip. Right here's the full episode. And if you want to subscribe, hit that button right there. I'd appreciate that.